Hi, welcome to Craft It Sweetly. I'm Diana. Thanks so much for being here. If you're in my Facebook group, I recently introduced this new guide that I came up with. And it will have an additional attachment. There are a couple things I'm tweaking with it. But I just wanted to show you as is a design that you can create. So I'm calling it Vase and More. So right now I'm doing a design for a vase. The and more will come later once I come up with some additional designs. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a vase using this guide. And what I'm doing is I did a few pages as usual, and I'm using my book folding stand for it, and I do have an attachment here from Caterpillar. It's a flex light. Some people can use this, or you can use this for sewing, but I found that it works great adding it to my book folding stand when I'm working on it. Now for videos I don't have it on because, as you can see, it's hard to see what I'm actually doing because it's so bright. And I think it has 3 settings on there. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So I'm gonna set it off to the side, but that's what this attachment is here, in case you're wondering. All right, so for this what I'm doing is I'm going to, you can use whichever of the 2 lines you would like. For this one I'm using the outer guide here. And the attachment that's going to come with this once I'm done with the final design, and it will be available in my Etsy shop once I am done with it, will have a stopper so that if you choose to have a vase that has kind of a straight edge here and then the straight at the top, then you can stop this always at the same place. So it will have a stopper like this here. But right now I'm using the top of the guide as a guide to make sure that I'm always drawing my lines in the same place. So once I make sure that the guide is right flush up here, then I'm just going to make sure that, like before when you were using a stylus to kind of score the pages with the 180 guides, you always want to make sure you're holding this in the same position. And I'm going to draw the curve here. Now I'm gonna stop here. I mean, you could do the rest of it, but you don't need to, because I'm going to cut it up to this point. And you can see the arc that I created right here. With this, because I'm gonna cut this off, I don't need to, and you can actually see that I've already pressed through a lot of pages. And this actually I didn't, you know what, I'm gonna take this off here because I already cut that one. So I'm gonna fold this back, but I'll show you a page that's not quite done yet so that you can see what I'm doing. So this one's still intact. I'm setting down my guide, and just like the 180 guides, it has the little lip here so that this kind of butts up against the page and it doesn't go anywhere. Again, want to make sure it's flush with the top here, and then I'm going to draw the line right up here. Okay, and that's it for it. So I'm drawing the arc. Now once you cut through it, you only really need to mark every 5th or 6th page, and the number of pages you have to mark really depends. And I basically what I would recommend is mark a page and then cut it. That way, you know, once you've, depending on how sharp your X-Acto knife is, you may go through 3 or 4 pages, you may go through 5 or 6, you know, depending, again, not just the sharpness, but how much pressure you're applying to the page. So once I've done that, then I will take the X-Acto knife and just follow the curve. Now I would not recommend putting this on here and cutting it along, because you're likely going to cut into the guide and then you'll have, you know, lots of nicks in it, which is going to damage the guide. So when you're cutting this, I wouldn't, you know, make sure that, make sure that your book is still at 90 degrees here when you cut. If you do this and cut it and press, then the pages will not be even because you're kind of cutting farther and farther out based on this line. So you want to make sure that your book is 90 degrees as you're cutting. If it helps, you can keep it as is in this position. I just find it easier for me to cut while it's this at this angle versus horizontal. But that's preference and you know what works for you. So I'm just gonna follow this line and I'm applying, you know, as much pressure as I can, because that means that I only have to cut through I only have to score so many pages, and I will have cut through a ton more below this one. So it just makes the process faster. Okay, and I cut through there. Now this one I missed just a tad, so you can see this hairline of paper, but if you go back to it here, you know, that should have been fine right there to cut. And now the other way, you can take a guide and mark this straight, but what I found easier and faster is to take this, the first one, and fold it up and make it flush with this page here, with the edge of the page, and that'll give you a straight line right there. Oops, make sure this is even here, mark it, and then I'm just gonna cut straight down this way. If you're not totally straight with this, that's okay, because this actually gets folded in the back, so you're not gonna see it as, you know, it'll, if this line here is not straight, you know, if you're slightly off, you're not gonna see that because this gets folded in. And when you fold it in, I'm gonna use this as the guide up here, you know, like line up this edge with this edge, and then press down. Okay, and that's all you do there. So I've created this vase effect right there. This is the neck of the vase and then the body of the vase. That goes there, and now look at this. All I have to do is lift this. And so with that one marking using my guide, because I pressed harder when I was cutting it with the knife, I did one, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe, yeah, 7. The 8th one I didn't press enough. Yeah, 8 I guess probably would do it too. But you can probably cut about 8 or so, maybe even more pages, again, depending on how much pressure you apply. So it's a quick project to do because you're kind of doing so many pages at a time. And you can kind of take them all off right there. And even this way it cut off because I was applying pressure this way, but obviously not as much pressure as I was in that direction. Okay, so look at all the pages that I did just with one marking and with one cut. So you definitely want to apply as much pressure as you can, because it'll save you time for not having to, you know, go back and mark as many pages. And these are also cut. I just missed a couple of like very faint markings. Okay, so that looks about maybe 10 pages that I managed to do in one sitting. Okay, so now I'm gonna fold all these back and then repeat the process for the next set of 10. So with a book that's, how many pages is this? About 320 pages, and you're doing 10 pages or so at a time, you know, like 30 of these markings, and you're done with the design. And then on top, what I'm planning on doing is making some kusudama flowers. And I do have a video on that, how to do it, but I may do a quick one in this video as well. Okay, I finished the book and wanted to kind of go over real quick. It's hard to open this book up again because some of the flowers are partially glued, but using this guide with the vase and more is what I created the vase with. And because it didn't have a stopper when I first started using it, I was using the top of the guide as my stopping point. So that meant that the vase could always, or would always have kind of the curve here and a straight line up here. Or vice versa, if you're left-handed. Because I didn't have a stopper, and if you tried to do it here one time, it would be hard to manage the same location again. But I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I'll have some kind of a stopper so that this is adjustable. And here is my stopper. Now this stopper on the right hand side will work with my 180 guides as well. Same process as with this one. So if you're purchasing this Vase and More guide, it will have this attachment with it, because this doesn't, otherwise it would be just one tool basically. So by adding this stopper here, which when I put it on the book, it's always going to stop here. Or obviously if I move this over a little bit and tighten it, then it stops here, whatever you want to stop it. And this does work on the left hand side as well. So if you're left-handed, you're just moving the stopper all the way to this side and tightening it. So you could work this way with it, which is a really nice attachment. Now I will add this to my Etsy shop by itself in case you decide you want to add this to your 180 guide, but it's not totally necessary for that. But I will add this in my Etsy shop, the little stopper. It will come with the stopper if you're getting this guide, just so you know. Now for the book, to show you what it looks like, and again I did glue a few of them up here, and if you wanted to give it some height, you could always add the flower to a skewer, just so that when you're putting it into the book, it gives it some height, and you can kind of fill in with additional flowers this way. So everything doesn't have to be right against the book. But this is what the book looks like with the nice curve to it right here. I added just a little bit of bling right at the neck of the vase, but this is all even because you're kind of following this right here. So that keeps falling off. I just have to give it a chance overnight to stop messing with it. But again, just wanted to show you what it looks like using the Vase and More guide to create this curved look to it. I will come up with some other designs, but if you get this guide and you come up with a design, please post it in my Facebook group. Would love to see your creativity using this Vase and More guide. If you have any questions, comment below. Again, you're welcome to join my Facebook group and post your questions there, or post your projects there. Would love to see what you create. For the Kusudama flowers, I did do a video previously, and I'll link it in the description box of the video, but I also posted a link to it in my Facebook group, but I did this video a couple of years ago, so obviously done the same way, so I'm not gonna get into detail creating the flower in this video. Yet another design for you to create. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next project.